Hello guys, how's it going? I'm the Sneezing Monkey and today we're looking at a bit of DayZ gameplay. I'm at Balota Airfield right now, sniping at a guy who's camping, obviously, on top of the tower, which I really don't like. He's a bandit, so I'm trying to take him down. I hit him once with my gun, but apparently I ran out of ammunition, switching to my M16 and trying to hit him. And right now I am trying to get behind a little myth that a friend told me about, which says that if you use your binoculars or your rangefinder and you aim directly at the enemy like I did now, then you switch back to your gun, don't move the mouse and just shoot, you apparently hit him. Didn't really work for me, to be honest. I think also because the recoil of the gun just puts it constantly up. I didn't hit him, you can see there, and didn't really harm him in any way, I think. So for me it didn't work. Maybe 350 meters is too much for that. However, now I'm trying to use my normal eyesight and just try to get him in my vision, you know, and trust my eye with hitting him. And that worked much better. You can see it now. I'm zooming in, and as I zoom in on the bottom left, you can see the kill message. I'm not gonna talk about this whole video, just gonna commentate here and there to kind of give you an idea of what happened in this situation. Generally in the video I'm trying to get some meat because I was hurt previous to this situation by another guy and I couldn't find him and it was a bit annoying. Lost a lot of blood, so now I'm trying to get my blood back by collecting meat from other players because you spawn with a stake on the server that I can steal from them. So every dead player means one stake, and with that a bit more blood. So I'm trying to get down to the airfield, and you can see what happens there. Just one information on the side: there is no loot spawning on the server. The gun that you see here down there in the barrack is just the gun that you spawn with anyway. I'm leaving the barrack now and just watch what happens. And that was just a beautiful demonstration of how great DayZ can be if there is no lag. You just shoot where the guy is, slightly in front of him. I mean, everyone knows how a gun works, you know. You shoot and you hit him, he's dead. I'm just making sure that he is dead because I didn't see the kill message, but it was this R884 guy there on the bottom. So now I'm just running away and I hear something, so I see this guy on the other side of the airfield trying to scope him, but I can't really get him into my scope, you know. Sometimes these moments where you're like, I just can't get him, and then just before he reaches the end of my sight, basically, I can get him, I shoot, but I can't hit him really, so I give my position away, trying to sneak into the bushes here now so he can't see me. I was waiting there in a bush when this happens. So the guy drives past me with a Ural, and I remember that I have a grenade launcher, and I thought it might be cool to shoot at him and try to blow up the Ural with him in it. Even it would destroy the meat, it kind of defies the idea of my gameplay here. But anyway, I'm shooting at him with the grenade launcher, and I can't hit him. For some reason the grenades take forever to hit the ground, and that is really confusing because it's just a second ago you saw there was nearly no lag with these two bullets. It worked perfectly, and now the grenades really take forever to land. But yeah, just keep watching, see what happens. Ah, do you see him there on the left? You could see him for 1 millisecond just walking behind that little tree there on the left. And I was lucky enough to spot him, so I'm just following him now. And obviously I think he is going to the barrack that is modded between these two hangars. Also to check for some loot. For some reason even there is no loot spawning really. People still go to the barracks, they go to the towers and all the military buildings, just hoping to find a slightly better gun. Because even you spawn with 3 guns, they're not really good. So I see him now, shooting at him. And I thought I hit him pretty good, and I can see he's bleeding, but for some reason he doesn't go down. So now I try to put myself in his position, right? He is not coming back between these two hangars this way. He will try to escape to the left. There's the forest, you know, that's the end of the runway. He will think that's safe. So I'm walking a little circle around him, just trying to cut his way off, basically. That worked for me in the past, and it is generally a good thing to think what the enemy would do. Right now he is in the barrack, he's bandaging, he's hurt, you know, he doesn't know what to do. He's a bit worried, he might peek back towards where he was shot at. He's confused. When he comes out of the barrack, he will probably quickly peek back or something, but then try to escape to the other side. And even if he goes towards the chopper there on the left, I still have a great view on him. So now it is the waiting game. You have to wait, and it took about a minute, maybe a minute and a half or something in this position, and then he came around the corner. So I could take him out. Just before I reach him, he's now making this move, so I'm giving him a few more shots to ensure that he's dead. Even there was a kill message, but when you're in the game, you're just not always reading the names, especially when stuff is quite hectic and, you know, hard to keep an eye on everything. So yeah, got that guy. Going back to the tower where this happens. So the guy is blowing up that Ural, and I'm laying down to get some cover, so I just can come down from that, you know, shockwave from the explosion. When I hear these shots, and I thought they come from behind me, so at this point the situation gets quite critical. I'm kind of on the ground. I wasn't hurt, very lucky, but there seem to be shots coming from behind me, so just see what happens. At this point I think I'm switching to my M4, just because it's a kind of a close range situation now, and I know that he is very close. So with that scope I could get him. You saw the door close up there, he's there, and this shot hit him right in the face. Obviously all I saw was his head, so I aimed at his head and I took him down with one shot. He hit me still, so he had a pretty good reaction time, you know. He was just peeking on that corner as well. He saw me and still harmed me a little bit, but still, you know, I could take him out and take his meat. I'm just confirming his name there, because I wasn't really sure. I saw the kill message, but I didn't know what his name was. At this point, I kind of got bored of the airfield, and I'm just leaving it, so I'm heading over to Cherno. I thought maybe there I can find some action. Basically, my idea was just get in an SUV, drive down the road, and yeah, just wait until something happens, really. You know, if someone shoots at you, you can park the car and use it as a shield. And that's what happened, watch. So again, I get hit by a grenade. I have no idea where it comes from. I'm not even entirely sure it was a grenade because there was no explosion. However, my car is broken. I'm trying to sneak out, keep an eye on the situation, and I saw the grenade there on the left. If he's hitting the street there, that means he cannot be in that many positions. So I'm trying to come from the side and kind of flank him in a way. So yeah, just see what happens. So this was very lucky that he didn't get me. I was walking down there. He could have easily seen me. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe he was away from his keyboard. But then when I just shot him, he started to move immediately. Maybe he was just looking in a different direction and not paying attention. I don't know. Anyway, I'm taking his meat, obviously, and getting out of there. But yeah, that was really lucky. That could have easily gone wrong. So I walked to the edge of Cherno and find this little gas station. There was no other vehicle that I could find, so I'm trying to get into the bus. I have to say, I don't really like buses so much. You always feel very exposed, you know, and you feel there's so much glass around you. You're in a massive vehicle, everyone can see you from far away. So I guess, you know, it doesn't really matter, so I'm using the horn anyway, because everyone can see me. And it's, you know, it is a PvP fun server. Most people here just play for the fun of it. There are no zombies, you know, you spawn with guns. But I like that, you know. Soon I'm going to do some other videos that are a bit more story-based, where I play like Day Zero, which is like much less loot and there's a lot less going on. Unfortunately, I play this with my friends in German, so it's going to be German videos. But yeah, anyway, they're out there. If you're interested, you can watch them. So I'm taking a little bus right now, just across the countryside, and unfortunately the bus takes me to the, well, kind of sad culmination of the video, which you can imagine. I mean, most of my videos, these survival videos that I do, end with me dying at some point, so I guess it is part of the video and you know it's gonna come. So yeah, I'm just riding across the countryside and yeah, just watch what happens. So a guy's shooting at me from the back. I'm trying to see him, but he seems to be too far away. And then I'm thinking, oh, should I just stop here and take him out? Because that's the reason why I'm driving around here, right? Like, I'm just seeing if anything hits me. Then I thought, well, there's the barrack. Let's have a look in the barrack, or maybe use that at a point that he will probably approach. He will walk to here. So I came up with this genius idea to build like a roadblock out of a bus. Which kind of makes sense, you know, because it stops traffic, and at this point I just want to cause some commotion, you know, for all the people to stop and, you know, get some action going. So I put the bus on the street and watch what happens. So I didn't react very quickly there, I have to admit that. I heard the car even before that, even before it hit me, but for some reason I didn't react quick enough. I completely got hit by it. Lucky enough, I didn't break my bone for some reason. I know that I'm bleeding, but I think due to the lag, I don't see the little cross down there on my blood drop in the corner. Now it's there, so I'm using a bandage, trying to recover in the barrack when this happens. So that's always like a difficult situation to be in, when you see guys walking in front of you, and on such a tight space, there's not much option for what could possibly happen. I'm shooting at him, he's shooting at me. I think we both died. And that's the end of the video. Well, anyway, I think there were a few interesting things there, a few thoughts, a few strategies that I learned over the time that I played DayZ. Maybe you learned something, maybe you just enjoyed it. If you liked the video, leave me a like underneath, that would be appreciated, or leave me a comment of what you think. Of course, you can also subscribe, and I see you guys next time. Bye.